So the number one question I've had asked to me since we have opened the Guernsey raw milk store is, how long does your milk last? And I say that pasteurization gave us expiration dates because it goes putrid after a point in time, where raw milk does not go putrid, but it changes. And many of you may have experienced that change before if you've placed some of your milk in the back of the refrigerator, or for those who have mistakenly put their milk on a refrigerator door that's very, very warm. That's the warmest place in your refrigerator, so we don't recommend that for raw milk. But anyway, you take it out, and it's what we call Blinky. And that, I believe, is an official term for raw milk. Because it just tastes a little bit off, but it's not harmful at all. Unlike pasteurized milk that actually is harmful, well, from beginning to end, in my humble opinion. But raw milk just starts changing and it evolves because it's still very much alive when you purchase the raw milk. So I have so many tips on what to do with this beautiful product, even when it's not sweet to the taste. And I always love it when the elderly will say, I want sweet milk or I want buttermilk, because they know that milk is born sweet, and if you keep it very cold, it will be sweet for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then it transitions into a clabber, which is what we have here, is along the lines of clabbering. And so we're going to change this into a beautiful, very usable product. So at this stage of converting this Blinky milk that we put back in our refrigerator and we forgot about, we're going to convert this into our thickener for our potato soup. So it's fun to use this product. In fact, it's probably preferable for a lot of people. This is cornstarch. So we're going to take 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. If you use cornstarch, then you have a gluten-free product, and I know that's important to a lot of people out there. And you're just going to pour a little bit of milk in here, put the lid on the mason jar, and you're just going to give it a good shake, and you can see that the cornstarch will just disappear. It's very easy to incorporate that into your milk, unlike flour is. And that is it. And so here's your thickener. So you can use whatever seasoning you want to for your potato soup. The main ingredients are Guernsey cream, of course, and the potatoes. So anything after that is quite your choice. I have an abundance of basil. I love growing basil, and so I'm going to be seasoning mine today with basil. So this is basil. It smells amazing. It's so easy to grow. If you're not growing it, please try your hand at this beautiful herb. And we just give it, we're just going to chop it very coarsely, because it's going to be placed in our soup. So that's kind of it on the chop. And I've already chopped up my potatoes that we're going to be putting in our potato soup. So come with me to the stove and I'll show you how we're going to put all this together and make a luscious dinner. So this is our thickener, remember, made with the cornstarch and the Blinky milk. You can also make it with fresh milk too, but we're just trying to use up the Blinky milk in a great way that you'll impress your loved ones. And by the way, you don't have to tell them it's Blinky if you don't want to. So we've got the burner on, and we are just going to let this get thick here. I've got extra milk just in case it's either thicker than I want it, or I kept also my cornstarch close because I don't have enough, and I want some more. So we can do that. We can just keep kind of playing with it and seeing what we've got. We're already starting to get pretty thick here. It doesn't take very long with cornstarch. and all in. You can see this nice, thick, kind of like a gravy, if you will. So I think this is a little thin, so thick. So what I'm gonna do to thin it out is to add a little bit, slowly add a little bit of milk in here. Let's just go ahead and add that. So I took care of that Blinky milk, and we can go ahead and put our potatoes in. This is going to be a great one-pot meal. If you think about it, you have all of your carbs, you have your fats, you have your protein in here because the milk has an extreme amount of protein in it. So you've got everything that you need in this one pot. I also would like to add, you can put cheese in here, kick the protein up another notch. You could also use, with your cream, you could use the beef bone broth in here and really make it super rich. It's already getting super thick and beautiful. That took no time at all. Literally, I can do this before I can open a can of, I guess they sell that soup. But before I could even open the can. So I've got my basil going on in there, so it's gonna add color. And all that I need is just a little bit of salt. And of course, you've got to have pepper in it. And ladies and gentlemen, this is an amazing potato soup made with our Blinky milk. If you've already got potatoes cooked, like I had suggested in one of my prior videos, cooking those up and having those ready, or it doesn't take, if you do the small potatoes, it doesn't take 10 minutes to cook those, and you've got those ready. So either way works, but this is a beautiful one-pot meal. It's 10 minutes. Your family, your friends will love this. I love it in the summertime because these are our potatoes that have just come off, that we've just dug. These are our tomatoes that we have just picked, actually today. Our basil that we just picked from the garden. It's still warm from the sunlight. And this is just a 5-star meal. I hope that you're having fun in the kitchen with your family and friends. This is Reese with the Waldo Way, and as always, blessings of great abundance.